Hey, it's Kendall Bossy Leslie again. I'm in my studio. Today is June the 24th. It's Saturday. It's Thursday. And sometimes I can't keep up with what day it is or whatever, as we get older, And sometimes, it's just like one day flows into another day. You know how that goes. And hey, but the important thing is the moments that we spend and what we do in those moments, and hey, uh, that's what's important. Now I don't know how long this video will be. Sometimes depending on how much space I have in my phone. So I'm still doing these videos on my phone, and hopefully I will get the inspiration to level up and get me a camera or whatever. And but right now, it is what it is, and we're gonna deal with what it is for right now. First card I'm pulling these cards from the Osho Zen Tarot, and every now and then I enjoy using that tarot. I also use the Orisha Tarot, but today I'm using Osho. And what we have here in the tarot, first card that I did pull is the breakthrough, and this card, and we're just dealing with the energies of what is happening in the ethers right now, the things that are going on in the world on different levels and different frequencies or whatever, So basically, I'm just kind of dealing with the frequency in terms of where I'm at, and basically translating that to you, and hopefully whoever picks this up will be on the same frequency and be able to get something out of it, So breakthrough is this is about the the psychotherapist simply patches you up, So when you go to a psychotherapist or something like that, that is their function. He is not there to transform you. You need a metapsychologist, the psychology of the Buddhists, and or you need something on the inside, working on the inside to find out who you are, who you really are on the inside, and it's just like to deal with that area where the ego is, and those shadows, that hey, it's just that, oh no, that's not me. Hey, you don't know what you are until you take a look. I don't know what I'm at. I am until I take a look. It's the greatest adventure in life is to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest risk because there's no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. Well, it does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many, many lives, you have been in chaos. We're talking about past lives, and it is thick and dense. It is almost a universe in itself. So when you enter into it with your small capacity, of course, there's danger. But without facing this danger, nobody can ever become integrated. Nobody has ever become an individual indivisible. Zen, or meditation, is a method in which will help you or help us go through the chaos, through the dark night of the soul, balanced, disciplined, alert. The dawn is not far away, but because you can reach the dawn, the dark night has to be passed through, and dawn comes closer. The night will become darker, you know. So, you know, we were talking about breakthrough, talking about where to go, you know, because you got to go inside, you know. It's just that these answers do not lie, because what on the outside is something that may be, well, let's put it this way, you know, on the outside is the illusion, and it's the illusion of something, but you can never get to what is real by going through an illusion, you know. So the only real is in your heart or in your soul, you know. So that's where you have to go in order to find answers. The answers are already inside, you know. This next card is called Flowering. It's flowering, you know. And Zen wants you living, you know. Living in abundance, living in totality, living intensely, not a minimum as Christianity wants you, but at the maximum, overflowing. Your life should reach to others. Your blissfulness, your benediction, your ecstasy should not be contained within you like a seed. It should open like a flower and spread its fragrance to all. And this is real compassion. This is real love. Sharing your enlightenment, sharing your dance of the beyond. You know, sharing what you have inside. You know, I mean, you know, because if you got that knowledge inside and everything, you know, it's just that, you know, you do your research and you got knowledge and you know about this and you know about that, and you can help others or whatever, you know, it's just that, like, and you don't let it go, it's gonna implode, you know. It's gonna send you into a strange realm, whatever, you know. You gotta let it out. You gotta let it, you know, let it flow. You have to let it. It's like currency, you know. I mean, you know, what goes around comes around, you know. So you gotta let that energy keep flowing or whatever, you know. You know, you have to spend that knowledge, you know, in order to get what you need in order to keep growing and keep leveling up, you know. So, you know, this is a good lesson for me, you know. It's just that, like, sometimes we just get stuck. I get stuck, you know, and, you know, it's just that, and to realize, you know, I get, you know, sometimes I just have to say, hey, you know, it's just, I'm going to go ahead and do this or do that, you know, and, but, you know, sometimes, a lot of times we just feel so comfortable being where we are, you know, because we're used to doing that, you know. And sometimes you just have to really do something different, you know. Stretch that rubber band maybe till it breaks. This is success. And, you know, there's a tiger. Like somebody is riding the tiger, you know, and watch the waves in the ocean. The higher the wave goes, the deeper the wave that follows it. One moment you're the wave, and another moment you're the hollow wave that follows. Enjoy both. Don't get addicted to one. Don't say, I would always like to be on the peak. It is not possible. Simply see the fact. It is not possible. It has never happened, and it will never happen. It is simply impossible, not in the nature of things. Then what to do? enjoy the peak while it lasts, then enjoy the valley when it comes. What is wrong with the valley? What is wrong with being low? It is relaxation. A peak is excitement, and nobody can exist continuously in excitement. So, the pendulum swings from one side to the other, and what we call the law of polarity, or whatever, it's just that like nothing stays up, things just fluctuate back and forth, and that's basically way it goes, so just know that when things are up, there's going to be, and the down doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that is negative, it's just a different vibration, it's just a different space, and so to prepare for the next up, and so basically this is one of the laws of success. It's just knowing that, hey, you might hit that number, and then for a while, you're just spending money, So it's just that. But that is that's what life is about, And we keep going, and we keep knowing, So this next card is the source, and the source, and it asks you to come out of the head and go to the source. It is not the Zen. It is not aware of the uses of energy in the head, but all of the energy is used in the head. You will never become aware of your eternity. You will never know an experience that is to be one with the whole. When the energy is just the center, pulsating, when it is not moving anywhere, neither in the head nor in the heart, but it is at the very source from where the heart takes it, the head takes it, pulsating at the very source. That is the very meaning of Zazen. Zazen means just sitting at the very source, not moving anywhere. A tremendous force arises, a transformation of energy into light and love, into the greater life, into compassion, into creativity. It can take many forms, but first you have to learn how to be at the source. Then the source will decide where your potential is. You can relax at the source, and it will take you to the very potential, So, it's just like, we're talking about meditation, being still. Sometimes it's just being in that state of contemplation, not being all over the place, not trying to, intellectually, all the time, solve all the problems and, come up with, what is and what ain't, and blah, blah, blah from the outside. The source comes from the inside, and it gives you the answers based upon, your subconscious mind, your the place where everything is, and but we'll talk about that in later videos. Next card is the dream, and that's really relative to what we're talking about in terms of source, because a lot of answers do come to us in dreams. That has been said again and again down through the ages. All religious people have been saying this. We come alone into the world. We go alone. All togetherness is illusionary. The very idea of togetherness arises because we are alone, and the aloneness hurts. We want to drown our aloneness in relationship. That's why we become so much involved in love, trying to see the point. Ordinarily, you think you have fallen in love with a woman or a man because she is beautiful, he is beautiful. That is not the truth. The truth is just the opposite. You have fallen in love because you cannot be alone. We were going to be full. You were going to avoid yourself somehow or other. There are people who don't fall in love with women or men. They fall in love with the money. They start moving into money or into power trips. They become politicians. They too is avoiding your aloneness. That too is avoiding your aloneness. If you watch yourself deeply, you will be surprised. All of your activities can be reduced to one single source. The source that is you are afraid of your aloneness. Everything else is just an excuse. The real cause is that you find yourself very alone, And so, it's just that sometimes you ask for love and romance and all these things, and just certain things that are given to us from the outside, from movies, from novels, and different things, But the real thing sometimes is about the energy that is emanating in our heart chakra, And sometimes, it's just that, as they say, fall in love or to be in love and whatnot, it's just that. And, talking about like the fear of being alone or whatnot, But it's really just building up that part in ourselves. Hold on just a minute. It sounds like Rocky doesn't want to be alone either or whatnot, He wants to be part of this video. So anyhow, I didn't want to make this very, very long or whatever, It's just that basically it was kind of like a reading for today. And, and I want to thank you for listening to me. Again, like I've been reading this from the Osho Zen Tarot, And a lot of times, like I said, I do Orisha, but I wanted to do something different today. So, all right, until the next time, I just want to say, I wanted to show you some artwork that I'm working on, some pieces. I'm not really finished with this piece, but most of these pieces are musically oriented. This piece is going to be chaos music, and but there are some images that I still want to add to this. And this is another piece that I'm working on. It's just that it's called Boplicity, Boplicity, the spirit of Boplicity, So, again, I'm still working on this piece. I'm pretty much finished with that piece and everything. So, and everything, but yeah, still I'm working on my art and in my studio and there are some things that are gonna have to happen in my life, pretty soon. It's just that some transitions are going to have to be made in order to be in the right place. That takes courage within me, So, but that will be done. Thank you for listening.